Thank you, Madam President. I must respectfully rise in opposition to this bill. When has California ever told a private business who it can have as a customer? Sure, we've all seen, we've done it here in the public sector. We've told PERS what they can invest in and what they can invest in. Have we allowed them to invest in tobacco that other investors have done? We would have realized over $4 billion in revenue that may have inhibited the governor from sending a $6 billion loan to PERS to offset our horrific debt liabilities. But this bill goes another step. This bill is going to tell California contractors who are trying to stay in business that they won't be able to get any state contracts if they work on a federal project that some people in this chamber disagree with, even when the wall is going to be funded. This was something that President Trump ran on, and President Trump won. And while I appreciate the arguments that the floor needs to stand up and fight the federal government, this is not the mechanism to do it. What you're doing is you're telling our contractors that they can't participate in a potential $20 billion project and hurting those businesses not only from participating in this project, but being able to participate in future public works projects in the state of California. My friends, I'll bet that if we could take a secret vote here on the Senate floor as to how many of you honestly and earnestly believe that the governor's choo-choo train is a good investment for the state of California, I would bet, if you're being honest, and we could do it secretly, I'll bet 75% of you say it's a boondoggle and it's a waste of taxpayer money and we can better use that money someplace else. I can bet you that every Republican would agree with that statement. Yet we didn't put a bill across the desk that said, hey, if you're a California contractor and you're participating in the choo-choo train that we all know is never going to get built, that we're not going to give you any more public works contracts in the state of California. My friend, that is the hypocrisy. When is this body going to get back on track and focus on the important issues of getting our people back to work? This seems to be a reoccurring issue that this body is attempting to defy this president at every single step. You know, I brought it to the floor of this body that we should have a dump on Trump hour every Monday and asked the chair how we could get that done. I was told, send a letter to the Rules Committee and we'll see about getting it on the docket so you can all come in and beat the living daylights out of the president for a couple hours on Monday, get it out of your system, and let's get back to focusing on state issues. But I guess the mail system here in the Capitol doesn't work well because I never got a return response. But my friends, we're interfering with hardworking families being able to put food on their table. That is a different story. My friends, the country has spoken. They voted for a president because of a campaign platform, and a key part of that was building a southern border wall. And I want you all to know, when he was running for president, I didn't support the wall. I believe with technology today that we can monitor who's coming across that border. Yeah, I supported more Border Patrol agents and technology, but the wall is a symbolic piece of President Trump's presidency. People can disagree with the president, but they shouldn't be surprised he's doing what he said he would do. But punishing hardworking Californians and preventing them from making an honest living because they chose to bid and maybe work on a massive infrastructure project, my friend, is just plain wrong. This policy allows the government to openly discriminate against companies that have conducted lawful businesses in the state of California. My friends, this borders on being socialistic, with the government telling people what projects they can work on and what projects they can't work on. Again, are we a capitalistic society or are we a socialistic society? This bill serves as a tool for something I think all of us despise, I don't think there's anybody on this floor that honestly can stand up and say, I support political intimidation. But my friends, if you vote for this bill, it is political intimidation. Passing such a bill creates a bad precedent for the state. Does punishing those you disagree with make any sense at all? We are the great debate floor of democracy. We can agree to disagree and debate. The border wall has already been approved. In fact, in 2006, Congress, on a bipartisan vote, authorized the construction of a southern wall. My question is, why not have a California business construct it, creating thousands of jobs for citizens in California that are eager to get back to work, to feed their families, to pay their mortgages, to put their kids through school. We have the best contractors in the nation in California. I urge my colleagues not to vote on this bill that will set a very dangerous precedent and will promote political discrimination in our capitalistic society. Please vote no on SB30.